Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Bill World here, and in this video I will be drawing Pikachu in under like 17 minutes or so. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, so one of the stories I'll be reading today will be called My 6-Foot Uncle Got Kicked in the Face by My Grandmother. Alright, here we go. Not sure if my uncle was fully 6 feet, whatever at the time, but I love sharing the story. Uncle was a teenager when he realized he was taller than Gma. Gma told him to do something, nagging him possibly, which wouldn't be a surprise. And Uncle decided to get into her face and say, "You can't tell me what to do anymore, Mom. I'm bigger than you." And then this poor man got the fear of God put into him when he was reminded that his tiny mother was a black belt in Taekwondo and found himself looking at the sky. This brilliant woman roundhouse kicked him in the face. Oh man, that was a little funny. Alright, so here's the next one. It's called Funny Story. I got given these invisible ink pens for Christmas that you only see with the blue light. And the day before my uncle's wedding, when my brother was sleeping, I drew a private part on his face. But Obis, he couldn't see it without a light. So anyway, we get to my uncle's wedding, and it turns out they have a rave themed reception, which means there's blue light. So my brother had to sit for 3 hours plus with a private part on his face at my uncle's wedding, as it wouldn't come off with the small amount of baby wipes we had. I never ended up getting in trouble as everyone found out. As everyone found it was funny, but my brother. LOL. Girl got knocked out at work. So my dad worked on a fishing boat up near Russia. He was on breakfast shift, which meant that he makes food for 300 people. He was bringing in trays to the kitchen for serving. When he came out of the kitchen, he saw a girl unconscious on the floor. Confused, he took her to the wheelhouse. The ship captain pulled up the CCTV video. Turned out the door weighs 70 pounds. And when my dad walked through the door, some lady was behind him. The door swung back and knocked the girl out. 70 pounds of force on a constantly moving ship to the face. Ouch. That's crazy, bro. That's a crazy story. Alright, this next story is called I Thought I Farted. I was telling my one friend cathartic hypothesis this story, and he suggested that I post this here. Gross warning. This took place when I was 10 feet. 10 what? 10 F. I don't even know what that is. One day I was feeling really sick and was home alone. I was constantly throwing up, so I was laying on the couch near the bathroom. At some point, I started to feel sick again. But when I farted and I felt a lot better. Oh, but then I farted and felt a lot better. It really stunk, but it was a fart stink. But after about 5 minutes, the smell didn't go away. So I went to the bathroom. Turns out I shard boo-booed my pants. I was obviously grossed out about it, so I went into my room to change. But after I took off my underwear, I had that sick feeling again. So I went back into the bathroom to throw up with my boo boo butt. Not yet wiped up. After I was done getting sick, I cleaned myself up and laid back on the couch. And thankfully, that was the last time I threw up that day. Later on, my mom came home from work and I told her about how I was sick and all. But I didn't mention the boo boo because I was embarrassed about it. A minute later, I hear her scream, "Ew, what is this?" I go to where she is standing and see my boo boo underwear sitting on my bedroom floor. Ugh. I was in such a daze after throwing up that I forgot to throw it away, and boo boo stained underwear. That bro nasty. I used a Jedi mind trick today, and it worked. There's a woman who steps into my job every once in a while. She's been off her meds, so she isn't clear when she speaks to my staff. She's confused. We're confused. And she's been pretty upset lately. In fact, she's been going around telling people all about how we've been leading her on and mistreating her. So basically, we are looking at a complete breakdown of communication. My staff isn't trained to deal with people with mental disorders. Frankly, I'm not trained to deal with them either. It is what it is. FF to today. I walk onto my job site and she's chewing the ears off to unsuspecting women. She turns to me and puts me on the spot. She's done X, Y, and Z. No one has gotten back to her. What should I do? I suddenly had an idea. Relax, everything's just fine. There's no problem. Oh, there's no problem? That's great, thank you. That went better than expected. Yeah, I don't get this one. My friend Dane, Mr. Peanut starts the conversation. Dane is notorious interrupter. When he feels left out of a conversation, he is completely comfortable inserting himself into any interaction, whether or not he has any knowledge of the topic of discussion, or if he even knows what is being discussed. At a party, I was talking to Danny, as I unfortunately do from time to time. Cue Dane entering the room, probably fresh off pestering another guest in the kitchen. He spotted us having the audacity to chat without him, and felt a burning need to join. Despite not having heard a word of what we were saying, he chose to enter the conversation by poking Danny's shoulder and announcing, "Hey, I eat peanuts whole, shell and all." Shell? Oh yeah, that's that shell. And all. Party goers were lined up for the privilege of talking to Dan after that one. Danny Q quip, anyone who has yet to meet but has at least heard of Dane is enthralled by him. For a screening class in college with a practical choice, Dan. I once based a character around Dane and my classmates were emerald. It's the only real success in writing I've had. Drunk Dane is on an entirely different level though. If they had filled one of the Voyager records with Drunk Dane sayings, alien life would have either steered clear of Earth or obliterated us immediately to prevent humanity from spreading any further. Wow.
Do you remember that? Never thought about that. You should let us know when stuff like that happens. We might separate.
Oh, you gotta bring over here.
Move, man, just move.
All weekend.
No Sunday. I just got tomorrow night and order Saturday. Order Saturday and Sunday night. I'm on the leave anyway.
She must be doodling.
Huh?
Said she must be doodling.
No yams, no bird. No throats. Alright, come on, let's get about here, please. Now this is where the sun and kill technique really shine. And I got my heart to make this shine. That's fire. I'm gonna put that square on the hood.
Everybody being fake today, huh? After the video. So fake. And they can see me. So they know they're recording.
She probably like, if I can't spend the night, then I ain't picking up the phone.